Welcome to Z-Bar. I am at another liquor store in Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is the Mega-Bev. Again, a subscriber suggested this one, said, hey, you gotta check this place out. It's a large liquor store. I did poke my head in already and just kind of did a quick look around and met the manager. So it looks like an amazing store. I've never been here before. We're gonna go in and check it out. As always, our motto at Z-Bar is we sip together, learn together, and we have fun together. If that sounds fun to you, hit that subscribe button. We want you along on this journey with us. Likewise, if you've been to this store or anything in this Kalamazoo area, give me a comment. Let me know what you thought of these stores. I think they look pretty cool. This is the second one we've been to so far today. Can't wait to go in and check it out. So let's get going. So the first thing you will notice is the scope of this place. It is massive. So what a cool store from a size perspective. And that's somewhat different from a lot of the stores that we've been doing, because a lot of them, they're like jammed. They just don't have space. So this is going to be fun to kind of see what a larger store looks like. So come on. Right up front, we've got a bunch of barrel picks. So they said there's kind of barrel picks in a few different spots of the store, but these are, this essence that is, we've seen this one in a few spots here. This is an Amberana wood finish on it. $70, $67.99 on this. That's a great Evernorth spirits. Again, I'm almost positive this is a MGB product, but Mega-Bev, it's a Mega-Bev Select, so that's really cool. They've got their own Select. They've also got the American whiskey here. And then he was telling me when I walked in, we chatted about this for a second. I'll ask him a couple more questions on it, but this is a 15-year Dickel, and Dickel gets so much hate. But this 15-year Dickel is supposedly 18-year-old juice in it. So it's 18-year-old Dickel juice that's their pick. So this is one of their picks for $69.99. If it is truly 18 years in there, that's a hell of a price on that. And Dickel makes some good stuff. I'm noticing a trend. It's this lowest liquor price allowed by law. The last place we were at earlier today, the Texas Mart, had the same kind of concept. So that's cool. That's really cool to see. So they don't have to have that price, but they're choosing to have that price. They can raise it higher. So Ezra Brooks, they always make some great stuff. They got some Rebel up there, which is a wheated one. That's a wheated whiskey. So this is their private barrel select of Russell's. This one's an 8-year-old from Camp Nelson A. So that's probably a good pick. And then $34.99 for a store pick Elijah Craig that's 10 years old, guys. That is a unheard of price. Now it's 94 proof. That's probably why it's a little bit less expensive than the barrel proof offerings that they've got. But 10-year-old juice in here, 94 proof. I bet it's a flavor bomb. I bet this thing is unbelievable. Oh, cool. So this is this Walleye Run. That again, this is from Holland, Michigan. We actually found this one in the last store, and we bought one that was like $25 to $30. That's just kind of it was a 7-year version of it. That looks like this one is the Mega-Bev pick. I don't see an age statement on it, but it's a higher proof than that last one. It's 123.8 proof. So I almost want to pick one of these up and compare it to that other one that's the more traditional one. So we might do that. Let's see. It's $75 for that. He said it's a butterscotch bomb when I asked him about it a second ago. Then they've got an Old Forester pick, rye. So an Old Forester rye pick. And then some Project X from Penelope. So those are starting to see around all over the place. They've got all the expressions of the 13 colonies. So this is the rye, the bourbon, and then the cast strength. So the cast strength is a Mega-Bev pick. So that's actually one of their picks, their cast strength. It's 122.10 proof. So that's a great find. $100 for it. So it's not cheap, but I've heard these things are amazing. Again, might be one that I take home. I actually do not have any of this 13th Colony. So I don't have any 13th Colony on the bar right now, so might be worth a pickup. All right. And so this is the other area that he told me was all of their store picks. So these are all store picks from them. I didn't think Project X was store picks. That's interesting, but it must be. Yeah, it says Mega-Bev selection for the Project X. This one's finished in a sherry cask. So those are all kind of experimental. That's what Project X is about. They're all experimental expressions from Penelope. So they're buying MGP juice and then they're finishing it in something in most cases, and then they're putting it out and seeing what the public thinks about it before they maybe do a mass distribution of it. So this one's a Mega-Bev Rebel. Then they've got, this would be interesting. So this is a Mega-Bev Rye Wild Turkey Private Selection. But again, just such a neat little selection. They got all kinds of different versions. Lucky 7, I've had good luck with these. These have been great. And again, to try one of their store picks would be kind of fun. Old Pepper. All right, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna head down the aisle for just their kind of normal bourbon selection. Just got a pretty good sized normal bourbon selection here. You know, and some of these, you know, many of these are on the bar and we've done reviews of here recently. So kind of talk about some of them as we go. So we got the normal Larceny A125. So this is a, you know, almost a year old. The A126 should be coming out here shortly. It's a great, almost all of these Larcenys are good. Those barrel picks are barrel proof. They're not barrel picks, barrel proof selections. They got all the different Penelopes up here, including the fuck cancer. Excuse the language, but that is what it is. That's a wonderful kind of cool little bottle that Penelope put out earlier this year. Cream of Kentucky, we just tasted this the other night on the bar. Adam brought it over. I don't have this one on the bar, surprisingly, but Green River Rye. We actually had the Green River wheated, and if you remember, that upset in our wheated challenge. It upset the Pappy tenure, the Old Van Winkle tenure. And this one, we want to make sure we put in the rye challenge that we're about to start. So we may buy that and take that home tonight just because I don't have the rye for Green River, but I want to have it in there just kind of to see how it holds up against some of the big boys. Baby Jane, one of my favorite is the Baby Jane product from Widow Jane. I think if you've never had this, it's worth spending $55 on. This one's actually $49.96, so $50. It is a heck of a bourbon. It's got their own heirloom corn. It's the first time they've done their own distillate and released it. It's actually been out for a couple of years now, but it's so good. I think it's way better than their 10-year, which is almost double the cost. And they've got their Applewood Rye, which will be in the Rye Challenge. And then right next to that, we've got some Wild Turkey product. And these gold labels are always pretty good. So if you've never had those are great for $63. So over here, we've got just a little bit more. So we've got some Canadian whiskey here. And then as we kind of work our way down, they've got a couple of the Sagamore expressions, which again, we just did a review of the Sagamore Rye 10-year, which if you haven't found that yet, that is a banger. But here's a couple of their normal ones. I've heard this double oak is really good. So that one might be one that's worth a buy at $60. Again, everything here is so reasonably priced. I think that's probably the biggest thing I'm noticing about all the Kalamazoo stores so far. They're just great pricing on them. All right, and so they've got all of the different Redwood Empires. I mean, literally every expression of the Redwood Empire. I don't see the Titan up there, but they've got pretty much the rest of them, which that's a pretty good selection. High West, same thing. You got a full selection of High West, including a Mega-Bev pick for $60. 1776 is a really good low-end bourbon, guys, for $29, $30. That's a great bourbon. And then sitting on the shelf, this is such a sign of the time, guys. Sitting on the shelf is a Blanton. So how cool is that? And that is a change. I think I was just on a live last night on TikTok, and during that live, everybody was kind of complaining that they still are not seeing Blantons around, but here it is sitting on the shelf here at a Mega-Bev in Kalamazoo. And that's what I was telling people, the prices are coming down in general, but you're starting to see stuff like that, whether it's E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare, I mean, all that Buffalo Trace stuff that was so allocated for so long, now starting to see it on the shelf. Right next to it, you've got the Still Austin, which I went down to Texas to find, so that's still not found its way to Indiana, but these Still Austins are great for 42 and 54. The cast strength one is probably my favorite one, but they're all really good expressions, and they get a lot of love from the bourbon community. And then a Garrison Brothers sitting right next to it. So Zach, Steve, yeah. So Zach is the manager here, and you were telling me earlier, kind of how do you usually handle your allocated then? What's the kind of...
Whenever we get any allocations in, we just put one bottle out at a time, completely at random, like in the bourbon section, or if it's usually over $100, we'll put it in our lockup room back there.
Oh, that's right.
But
So we've got the lockup room
to go through. Completely at random, we'll just stick it right on the shelf. We won't hide it or anything.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're walking along, you kind of just get lucky and find yourself a little unicorn.
That's awesome, and I think we saw Blanton sitting over there, which is pretty cool. So
yeah,
that's actually really cool.
That'll be
that's
the bottle of the day
awesome.
for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of these. I'm not from Michigan. I'm from Indiana.
Okay.
So tell me about some of these. I assume these are all Michigan bourbons that are here.
Yep.
Which one is the one that you're most excited about? I know you mentioned the Walleye Run up front, which was one of your store picks. I don't know much about any of these. So which one is the the one that you kind of think is the up and coming brand?
As far as like up and coming, really Detroit City is doing some interesting stuff. They just started doing toasted single barrels, and I really love those.
Okay.
Of course, I really love New Holland and the Walleye and the beer barrel bourbons. Those are fantastic.
So this is all the same
this
distillery?
is all from New Holland here.
Interesting.
Walleye Run is New Holland as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a great one. I love what they do. Mammoth is another really good distillery. They do blends of some pretty old stuff.
Okay.
They're out of Traverse City, and they do fantastic work as well. Okay. Those are kind of my top three three favorite Michigan ones right now. With the exception of Evernorth, of course. Those, we only have store picks available right now.
And I may grab one of those Evernorths up there. I've heard great things about those, so they sound awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think I've had it yet, so I was trying to think back. I've seen the bottles, but I don't think I've had one yet, so that's one I may grab on my way out today.
Oh, nice. All right.
Would you take one of these Walleye Runs that are here, or would you grab your store pick if you had to choose?
Personally, I think our store pick is a little better.
Is it?
It's $4 cheaper from this one here as well, so that's also a plus.
Can't beat that.
But yeah, it's a little bit better. I think it's 123 proof. It's just a butterscotch bomb with like a little bit of baking spice on the back of it.
Sounds awesome.
I love it. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
That actually might be my favorite bottle in the store we have currently.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to check your lockup room. That sounds cool.
Yeah, we can go right back there.
Sounds awesome. Ooh. So how he described this room to me is this is kind of where they have the higher end bottles, over $100 bottles. They put them in here in a kind of a locked up area. And are most of these at MSRP, Zach? Or
everything will be state minimum.
Every state minimum. Okay, great.
Yep.
What a great store. What a neat concept. I mean, guys, that's impressive. So from Indiana, that's definitely not the way it is in Indiana. The prices are kind of all over the place between stores down there in Indiana. So that's great. So you've got everything here you've got the Joseph Magnus, which is my favorite cigar cut that's out there. I still think that their cigar blend is freaking fabulous. I don't need one right now, or I'd buy that one, but that's so good. You've got the Whistle Pig 15, which is a wonderful expression. We were just talking when that other gentleman's in here that's Rare Characters. They put out some just crazy good stuff. He just grabbed the Hazmat one, but all these Rare Characters are they're flavor bombs. They really are. They have such great flavors to them. Yeah. So cool. You know anything about this, like this one?
I haven't gotten to try that one specifically.
Okay.
I do really like all of the bourbons that I have.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a bad one from Rare Character yet.
Oh, I haven't.
I mean, every single one of them that I've tried, and I've tried 2 or 3 of them. I don't think I've had this batch yet. I don't see an age statement on it, so I don't know how old the juice in it is. He's got a bunch of really high-end scotches as well. Those are always fun to see. I'm not a big scotch guy. I don't like the peat, but peaty flavor, but those are great. What a cool selection, guys. I've got a bunch of the Yellowstones. I assume this is this is the 10-year anniversary one that just came out. Kind of last fall that one came out, and then he's got the 2024 one that's left. I have the 2024 one on the bar. I do not have the 10-year on the 25. I haven't tried that one yet. And then kind of sitting over here in the corner, he's got a Calumet 18 hanging out, which is crazy. This is now the second store we've been to today, and both of you guys had a Calumet 18 still floating around, which I think is crazy. And then, these Ducks Unlimited, this is a beautiful, I hate opening these things up.
But you pull that trigger and it'll pop right open.
Okay. But these are absolutely gorgeous. They just are so pretty. I've actually seen that a couple times. It's a 10-year-old MGP kind of juice, but I've never had it, but it's absolutely a gorgeous presentation. It's Ducks Unlimited puts it out. Very cool. And then he's got a whole bunch of Bookers, a couple different versions of that. Great store, Zach.
Oh, great.
I tell you, it's one of the more impressive ones that I've been to. So you guys should be proud of yourself. You've got some wonderful stuff. Oh, we do have the 10-year sitting here. Oh, that one's tempting. I have a subscriber just came onto a live the other night and was like, hey, you need to do a review of one of these. And I said, I haven't seen it yet. And now, sure as hell, I'm seeing it. He's going to see it on the video, and he's going to say, man, why did you buy the thing? So maybe I'll have to buy this before I leave. But that's pretty cool to see that one sitting there. It's $250, so that one's not cheap. But anything here you think is just like, this is lights out, this is shocking that it's still sitting on the shelf?
Yeah, I was honestly really blown away by this Woodinville 9-year.
Woodinville.
Yeah, they do really great stuff. This one here,
Where you at? Okay.
That
good.
is fantastic juice.
Woodinville.
I was really blown away by it. They did an 8-year in 24, and then they released a 9-year in 25, and they're both just phenomenal bottles.
Who's it by? Woodinville? I don't know who that is.
They're out of Washington State.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have never even seen it, so.
Yeah, they do great stuff.
Woodinville. Love it.
That's probably the one back here that I'm most shocked about.
It's still sitting there.
That's still sitting there, yeah.
All right, good. That was a ton of fun. We are at Mega-Bev Beverage here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Zach, the manager, was great, gave us some great suggestions. You'll see that he certainly influenced what we bought, so this should be fun. Here we go. First thing is Evernorth. Beautiful bottles. This one is one of the Mega-Bev selects, so this is one they picked. He said it is unfreaking believable. Can't wait to try it on camera with you. Next one, this one is for the Rye Challenge. So we're gonna have this one in the Rye Challenge. If you remember, the wheated version did so well in our wheated challenge, so can't wait to see how this one holds up against those other ryes. This one is Dickel 15-year, and so he said it's actually 18-year-old juice in it. So this is a Mega-Bev Select. So they picked this barrel, and they were told at the Dickel distillery that this one is all 18-year-old juice. He says it's really, really good. I actually really like Dickel. In fact, I had a Dickel 18 on the bar for a while. Now this was like $70, and I think I paid $3.50 for that Dickel 18. So this should be good to try. See how it is. A Michigan local distillery. This one's from Holland, New Holland. This is a malted rye whiskey, single barrel, 123.8 proof. So I think this is going to be unbelievable. He said it's a butterscotch bomb, so we'll see. Last but not least, Angel's Envy 10-year. This is a special release, came out last year. First one age stated from them, $250, so really expensive. I tell you guys, this has been a ton of fun. At Z-Bar, we sip together, learn together, and have fun together. And if that sounds interesting to you, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, guys, this has been great. I'm gonna put one more video up for you. I'm gonna put a video up here of Barrel Proof Liquors for you to check out. That's a really cool store down in Fort Wayne, Indiana that I did a review of a few months ago. Check that one out. I think it's definitely worth another look. And have a great week. Cheers.